Life shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yeah, good day to you and welcome to episode 11 of the Get Wealthy course, where we dive into the hard truths about wealth creation that many people would rather not face. And we've already sort of talked about this when we did a podcast episode saying you're basically too lazy. Most people are too lazy to get rich. But let's go a little bit deeper, because laziness is okay, but what about hassle? Just the hassle. Why does getting rich have to come with hassle? Isn't it the point of being wealthy to live a life free from stress and headaches? There's no reason not to be wealthy. That's a dream, right? But the reality is that building wealth and success requires a certain mindset, which these podcasts are all about. It's a mindset that's willing to embrace challenges and difficulties that inevitably come with the journey of getting rich. So let's break this down so you can see why accepting hassle is not just necessary, but a key element to your financial success. So let's start with the word itself, hassle. It's not a pleasant word, it's not terrible, but it conjures up images of stress, frustration, and obstacles. And yeah, it conjures that up because it's exactly what it is. Things will go wrong. People will disagree with you. Plans will fall through. And sometimes you have to deal with annoying or even downright difficult people or situations. But the key to wealth building is understanding that hassle is part of the game. It's the friction that polishes the gem, the obstacle that strengthens you as you work towards your goal. Now, imagine any successful person you can, anyone that you admire. Do you think they got to where they are without some kind of hassle? Well, it's absolute no. They learn to embrace these moments and not avoid them. It's in how you handle hassle that you separate yourself from the masses who are just too quick to give up when things get hard. And believe me, most people give up. If you can train yourself to see hassle as an opportunity for growth, you're already ahead of the game. So, we've established that hassle is unavoidable. If you want to get rich or be successful or whatever you do in your life, there's going to be some kind of hassle. But what really separates successful people from everyone else is their mindset when dealing with it. Most people have a natural tendency to avoid discomfort. It's human nature. We all like to have a life of ease and comfort, but wealth and true wealth requires that you train yourself to think differently. In the context of wealth creation, hassle often presents itself in the form of hard decisions, time-consuming projects, and just stress. The difference between those who succeed and those who fall short is how they react to these challenges. The successful don't see hassle as a roadblock. They see it as a gateway to growth and opportunity. So when you face a tough situation, instead of feeling defeated, ask yourself, okay, what can I actually learn from this? How can this experience help me grow? Which is what Join Up Dots is all about. It's the very small dots, the steps, the challenges that are part of the journey to get you where you want to be. Now, the key to adopt a mindset that views hassle as something to be managed, not feared, is fundamentally key. So let's take business as an example, because it's a business podcast. Every entrepreneur will tell you about the headaches involved in running their own business. There's always something that needs fixing, adjusting, or managing. There's always bills that come along that you don't expect. It's just hassle. But this is where you find the growth. Learning to handle the hassle is learning to handle business. And if you shy away from it, You're going to stay in a safe zone, working for somebody else, being paid a lot less than you deserve, and your wealth is limited. The more you push yourself to deal with the tough stuff, the more doors will open for you financially, which brings us to an important point. Hassle is an inevitable part of getting rich. You can't do it without it. I really believe this. The more wealth you want to acquire, the more responsibility you've got to take on. It's just a fact of life. With money comes complexity. The stakes are higher. More people will depend on you. It doesn't mean your life will become a constant hassle. There's going to be some great times, but it doesn't mean that as your wealth grows, so too will the level of challenges you face. But it's not a bad thing. There's no such thing as a rich and successful person who's had an easy, hassle-free ride. And the trick to understand that hassle is a form of investment in yourself. Think of each challenge as a down payment on your future wealth. The more adept you become at handling hassle, the more likely you're to succeed in the long run. So think about it this way. If getting rich was easy, everybody would be doing it. You've heard that phrase time and time again from your parents. If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. And it's true. The hassle is what separates those who are willing to do the work from those who want the rewards without the effort. And believe me, that is what people want. They're never willing to put the work in. There's very few people that I've met through Join Up Dots that whatever challenges are thrown at them, they meet them head on. But your ability to tolerate that discomfort, push through obstacles, and remain focused on your end goal is what will set you apart. You are learning something new every single time you have an obstacle. That stressful business deal that didn't go the way you wanted, you've learned a valuable negotiation skill. That project that took twice as long as you expected, you've learned to manage your time better. That investment that didn't pay off, you've now learned about risk management. Each experience is teaching you something you can use to build your wealth. And as you get better at handling hassle, the less intimidating it becomes. You start to see it as just another part of the journey than something to be feared. This mindset shift can be your greatest asset because once you embrace hassle, you're willing to take on bigger challenges, and bigger challenges often lead to bigger rewards. So what is the action plan for handling hassle? How do you develop the skills so you can build your wealth and achieve your financial goals? Well, the first one is reframe your mindset. That's what we've been talking about in this podcast. Start viewing hassle as a necessary part of success. Every time you encounter a challenge, a defeat, remind yourself that it's an opportunity for growth, not a roadblock. Stay persistent. Make a commitment to yourself that you will keep going no matter how tough things get. Keep going even if you can't see the rewards coming your way, because persistence is one of the most critical qualities you can develop on your path to wealth. Seek solutions and not problems. This is a key one, because when hassle arises, don't dwell on the problem. Don't think, oh my God, why has this happened to me? But just sit there quietly and think, okay, how can I find a solution to this? And the faster you can shift from frustration to problem solving, the more successful you'll be. And while you're doing it, embrace the learning process. Each hassle you face is a learning opportunity. Ask yourself after each challenge, what did I learn from this? How can I use this knowledge going forward? So wrapping up, hassle is a part of life, especially when you're on the road to building wealth. And the sooner you accept that and embrace it, the easier your journey will become. Remember, it's not about avoiding hassle. You can't do that. It's about learning to manage it effectively and using it as a stepping stone towards success. Now, we hope this episode of Join Up Dots has made you think in a different way and given you a fresh perspective on why you need to accept hassles if you want to get rich, because the journey to wealth, without doubt, is filled with challenges. There's going to be times you just don't know how to take one step more, but it's those very challenges that shape you into a stronger, more capable person. So don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your feedback, of course, helps us reach even more people and continues bringing you the valuable content you're asking. So we will see you in the next episode. See you later. Cheers. See ya. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. It's the only life you've got. We'll be back again real soon. Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots. Join up Dots.